oh shit, you're actually coming. I hate it, but you know, you live with it. Oh fuck, I forgot to text them. Fuck.
Captain, my captain, I want to know the band's name, Dead Poet Society, is because of the movie or is there something else behind?
Nope, there's absolutely nothing behind the name.
You just saw the movie and said, hey, it's such a movie, isn't it? Or how it was?
No, my guitarist named the band long before I was in it. Actually, I think his ex-girlfriend named the band. And yeah, you know, it's a band name. I hate it, but you know, you live with it. When I joined the band, I wanted to change the band name, but that never came to fruition.
That's funny to know. Well, I know you started college, but I want to know if at that time, did you imagine you will have the success you already have, you know, the tours, trips to another countries and all that stuff?
No, I don't think we ever kind of like, well, I mean, there's two different sides to it because it's like, obviously, like you want to be a successful band, you know, like that's the goal. So you're like, yeah, we're going to be successful, but like, you don't actually know. Kind of like, I mean, I feel like deep down, yeah. Because it's been a really, really tough road to get where we are.
Yeah.
And if we didn't think that we could do it, we wouldn't have. So something said yes.
At what point did you say, hey, I'm doing great. This will be my future since now?
I don't know if I've really said that to myself yet, to be honest.
Come on.
You know, it's like, I think we've had a lot of good like steps forward and whatnot. I mean, I'm not where I want to be yet, I don't think. You know?
Yeah, there's always another step.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think that our art could get a lot cooler, you know? Like, I don't think that there is, like, an end destination. Like, we did it.
You're still doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. But I think you're doing so great.
Thank you.
Great, actually.
Thank you.
Another curious question. How do you decide on the name of your debut album, you know, the hyphen, exclamation hyphen, or what is the correct way to pronounce it?
Isn't supposed to have like a correct way to pronounce it. It's, you know, it's there's no like title for the album. There's no like verbal sound. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you kind of don't need it because like you write it out, you see it, you know what it is. It's not like it doesn't have anything. There is an identifiable way to type it, to read it, to share it, to do anything but say it verbally, you know? So
just check this album and you have it.
Exactly. What's it called? And then you just send them that little thing.
Yeah. The Warning is a band that I personally love so much. And your most recent release was a new version of Heart in collaboration with them. How was this fortunate decision to collaborate with them, and can we expect more collaboration in the future like this?
Possibly. I don't know. If something works, something works. I mean, like the way it came together was kind of spontaneous too, because we were on tour and our A&R was like, why don't you hit up the Warning, because they're going to be at Aftershock, you know, see if they like want to sing a song with you guys. And I was like, yeah, I feel like that might be sick. And I kept like, you know, I'm the one driving the van, so I'm like, I keep forgetting to like text them. I'm like, oh shit, I'll do it at the next rest stop. And I like, I fucking forgot. I'll do it at the next rest stop. And I just kept doing that for like 3 days. I'd be like, oh fuck, I forgot to text them. Fuck. And then like it was the day before the festival, and so I messaged is it Danny? I can't remember who I messaged, but I was like, would any of you like to sing with us tomorrow? Like, do you guys want to do that? And I knew Paulina was a big fan of the band, and then she messaged back and was like, absolutely, like Pal wants to do it. So I was like, sick. All right, cool. I'll message her. And I just told her what we were going to do, and she did it.
Nice. That was so hurry, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's already so sick, actually.
Yeah.
Cool. Talking about Mexican bands, I know you're in your beginnings. You also coincided with a Mexican band called Sputnik, and I saw that and was like, oh, funny, because I actually love Sputnik and I knew them. How was this approach?
Well, like way back, like we had been like a band for like a year. I think at this point we wrote this one song and we made a music video for it and released it. And like, you know, with any band, you like make something and you just kind of put it out into nothing. You know, you just kind of send it out into, it's like, you know, like people listening to it are your friends and family, and like that's, you know, that's it. Nobody gives a shit. And we were trying to figure out how to use Google AdSense You know what that is? Like the Google ad pages or whatever. We had no idea what we were doing. So
I know what it is, but I actually don't have idea how to use it.
No, it's like an actual marketing tool. We're just like, I don't fucking know. Like here, like just put like $100 in. When we type in different countries, Mexico gave us the biggest reach, and so we were just like, all right, we have $100. Let's just fucking boom. We just put $100 into Mexico, and like 3 or 4 days later, it was funny because it used the $100 up, and then it was just like, oh, okay, I guess that was it. I don't, you know, and like a few days later after that, out of nowhere, the YouTube video starts just like, we start getting all these comments and they're all in Spanish. And we're just like, whoa, what the fuck? And so we get like, I like rushed home and I'm like looking at it and there's just like more and more and they're all in Spanish. So I was like, what is happening? And so like we traced it back and it turned out Joe, you know, the singer of Sputnik, he had his YouTube channel, Pepe Problemas. Yeah. And he had shouted out the song on one of his videos. And so we were like, no fucking way. And then we found out he had a band. And so we were like, dude, can we tour with you? And he's like, yeah, man, do it, whatever. And we're like, sick. And so we kind of like talk about it. And then we ended up releasing a song called Colors. And he shouted out that one too. Then we'd come into like a little bit of money. And it was enough to buy plane tickets to Mexico. So we sat around for 3 weeks with the money and we were like, we got to do it. We got to do it. We got to do it. And we told him like maybe February, let's do February. And so he was like, all right, well, let me know when you get the tickets and we'll do something. So we bought the tickets. He was like, oh shit, you're actually coming. And so we booked a little tour. We played like 4 or 5 shows. And then we went back to Mexico like 9 times after that.
Ooh, I don't know if you knew it, but Pepe Problemas in that time was one of the biggest blog on Mexico, actually.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like whenever I run in, I mean, like if I talk to somebody who's from Mexico or has, you know, like goes and visits, if they're, you know, like in LA and they go and visit Mexico because they have family down there, I'd probably say like 2 out of 3 people know who he is.
Cool.
You know, it's kind of crazy how like I didn't know how big he was down there. Like, he was pretty huge.
Yeah, pretty huge actually. That's cool. How do you feel about come back to Mexico, taking account that since your concert will be in early 2025, it will be the first concert of the year for many of us?
I mean, that's pretty sick. I didn't think about it that way, but that's cool. I think it's just going to be awesome to get back down there finally. You know, it's like we had a couple years. Yeah, I mean, it's been years now since the last time we were there was 2020. My birthday, which is February 20th in 2020, was the last time we played the Lunario with Beta, a band called Beta.
Okay.
Or Beta. Yeah, and we haven't been back since. It's not like we really planned on it. I guess it's just kind of like we started touring the US and Europe more and it just kind of like, you know, got spread out all over the place. So it's sick that we're actually able to like come back and play Mexico City and Guadalajara. We haven't been to Guadalajara since like maybe 2018.
Okay, and well, I'm so excited actually because I will be there in Guadalajara. And
oh, sick.
Yeah, totally. And will be my first concert of the year and I'm pretty excited about that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Beyond that, what can we expect from you, from your show here in Mexico?
Just, I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sweaty. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be emotional. There's gonna be music. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. I'm sure of that. well, thank you so much for this time with us, and I'm so excited and waiting for see you in the stage.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Thank you.